Alright, hey, welcome back. This is your host, Acadius. How you doing? Oh, we're doing fine, Acadius. How are you? Oh, I'm just Peachy King, as they say. Back in the old days, I guess. Funny thing is, I used to think that saying the Peachy King was peaches and cream. So I used to say when people asked me how you doing, I would say, "Oh, I'm just peaches and cream." And it's like, well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Can I get away stealing here? If I don't, I'll just reload it. You know what? I don't feel like it. Alright, so obviously I'm playing The Outer Worlds. What are you doing? And you know what? I really like this game. It's fun. It is everything that I miss about Bethesda. I'm not hating on Bethesda.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
I no longer consider myself as having a religion, but in this one thing, the
Journal. Faction quest commuter.
Wes and I still agree. The body.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I really enjoy this game. It reminds me of the better days of Bethesda, and yes, I'm very much aware that this game by Obsidian, they are the ones who initially created the Fallout series, and their last Fallout game, Fallout New Vegas, they made it. Which is funny because Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite Fallouts. Now, when I say one of my favorites, yeah, it's not as if I have a long history with the Fallout franchise. I got into it with Fallout 3. That was my first Fallout. And then Fallout New Vegas, and then Fallout 4. And then, of course, I've played The Elder Scrolls Oblivion and um, The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Hold on, let me just... Sometimes it's just hard to talk for me and have a normal conversation.
I'll take your confession now.
I love that guy. Vicar just has... I mean, look at... Whoa, dude, you just... Whoa. Did you blow him in half? Where'd he go? What the... Where'd he go? Dude. I mean, I don't know whether to call you a priest or not, but dude. I mean, that was badass. I'll take your confession now. Blown in half. Anyway, what I was saying was, so Fallout 3 was my first Fallout game, and because that was also, if I remember correct, that was the very first Fallout game in, oh, there we go. And we'll just break that down. I can't tell. Oh, you're the other dude. Fallout. That was the first Fallout game that was in first person. So, and I enjoyed it from what I remember of it. I know that leads to bigger questions. What do you mean, Acadius? What do you mean from what you remember? Well, dear viewer, I suffer from insomnia and have suffered insomnia for several years due to PTSD. That's a whole other discussion. It's neither here or there, and I really shouldn't have gone there. Anyway, well, yeah, jeez, my lockpicking skills need to be upgraded. So anyway, of Fallout 3, I was on sleep aids, and because it also ties into this accident that I was involved with, bad one, dragged by an SUV. Anyway, so despite me taking the sleep aids, I would still fire up the system. In fact, I was gaming in my sleep, more or less. And I know that might be a little odd to hear for some people, but let's put it this way. You'll hear about people who take sleep aids and they do things that they're unaware of. And such as, they'll eat, they'll make themselves a sandwich, or whatever. Others go out for a drive. It's weird. I thank goodness I've never done that. But anyway, for me, I apparently would fire up at the time it was mostly my Xbox 360. I had a PS3. And I would play a lot of Halo 3. And how did I know this? Because I would look at my Halo record stats, and it would show the times that I would play or whatever, and like 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't remember that. I was asleep. And then I pieced it together. I'm like, oh.
Here we go. Nice work.
So anyway, I used to sleep eat as well. Oops. And I think I've told some funny stories about that, being, sleep eating. I'll have to see if I ever did share that story in one of my past videos. But there's some funny ones. Or what I believe is funny. Anyway, so I'm getting back to the point. So Fallout 3 I really liked, from what I remember. And because there were some spots that were just kind of a blur to me, like that part in Fallout 3 where you go into the virtual reality of this black and white Leave It to Beaver looking type show. Are these good guys or bad guys? Oh, they're good guys. What? Why didn't they help? I mean, hey guys, anyway. So I remember that. In fact, what was that game? Was that Gears 2? It had to have been Gears of War 2. Where I was playing with my friend online, and because it had co-op, and the next day him and I would meet up, and he's like, oh yeah, he's remember that part of the game? I'm like, no, actually I don't. And he's like, what do you mean don't remember? And I'm like, I just don't remember. He's like, dude, you were having a full-on conversation with me. You sounded like you were having fun. And I'm like, I probably was. I just don't remember it.
Here we go.
Oh, shoot. And, so, yeah. So, Fallout 3 I really enjoyed. And then, there was Fallout New Vegas. And I was kind of iffy on that one. Hold on. I had to take a swig. I was kind of iffy on that one because I felt it was a little too soon for a Fallout game, considering that Fallout 3, only came out a couple years prior or whatever, but I, at that time, wasn't aware that it was made by Obsidian. I was aware of that lawsuit between Bethesda and who has the rights or something like that. But, whatever. So, what does this do? Okay. Did this open? I could break that down. seriously, who'd leave that? What is that? Pack of smokes? I mean, but look at this. I mean, it's not like it's where you keep your toilet brush. It's, ugh, gross. I mean, call me crazy, but poo is gross. I know somebody's gonna make the argument. Well, you know, some people. No, I don't want to. I don't want to even go there. What does this do? So, getting back to it. So, Fallout New Vegas. And I was just like, wait, what? I actually liked it. What I got excited about was, I mean, the trailer for it was just intense, as it were. You know, I was like, what? You know, and you saw the Republic of California flag, and there were other parts of it. And so I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is cool. And, you know, I got it. Did I get it at launch, or did I have my friend at the time had Amazon? And I think he used his Amazon Prime or something to get me a discount back when that was a thing. And so Fallout New Vegas, and I'm like, what? And that was a really good game. I felt it was darker theme compared. What was this? Boba Fett? Oh no. Darker toned compared to, you know, Fallout 3 overall. Oh wow, look at that over there. So anyway, hope I know where I'm going. But look at this. I mean, this is just a fun game. It's when I say gorgeous, I'm not talking about, oh, look at the fidelity of the details, you know. I'm just saying it's just the presentation is really good. And I love games that just make you feel like you're somewhere else. And that's what this one does. No, I didn't mean to fire at you. Oh, that was the wrong... Oh, for God's sake. I have these hair trigger settings on this controller, so... And slightest bump. Thank God he didn't.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe.
You're lying.
That's my nice way of telling you to sod off. We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you? Right. Carlotta. Yeah, she's inside. We got first rights, though. Soon as we fix that generator, she's ours. You'd have to ask the boss. I just know she wants Carlotta voided.
Let's see. I need to get inside.
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
Eesh, I'm not bribing him. I mean, that just wipes me out.
Oh, of all the void damned. I ain't getting eaten alive for a couple of bits. Pack it up, crew!
Oh.
We're going.
All right. Okay, that worked out. Hey, thank goodness my lying skills are good. But, so, Fallout New Vegas was just a fun game. And I mean, like I said, anybody who's played it, it's a dark game. Especially, you know, the dude who basically a robot. He put his body into a robotic, whatever, machine. And, look, I'll take that. Never know. What is all of this? So when The Outer World got announced, I was like, oh, alright, looks neat. You know, I didn't get excited for it, but um, overly excited for it. And what the hell? But then I got it when it was on sale at Best Buy, and it allowed me to use my Gamers Unlocked, which expired back in December 21st. So I had to use that thing, you know, because they weren't renewing it. I was grandfathered in. Warning, unauthorized access to this equipment may result in death or injury. Oh, come on. I thought my hacking skills were higher. So, I got it, obviously. And I was just like, wow, this is just a really good game. You know, it definitely has the DNA, yes, the DNA of Fallout. And that's something that Bethesda, because Fallout 4 was just not good, in my opinion. I'm not saying that's gospel. Well, we're going to engage in this.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
Let's see.
Relax. I've been cooped up in here for almost 2 days. Who are you anyway?
Shoot.
Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Hey, she's got a... Oh, it looks like a shiny.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right?
It's on the side of
For
her
a
face.
printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
Let's see. Optional cartridges or extra supplies. Oh, okay.
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested. It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the iconoclasts for doing it. Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
Oh.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
Alright, good. I don't have to kill you. Oh, and I can take all this? Yay. Nobody's gonna judge me. So, anyway, Fallout 4 was just kind of meh. I didn't care for the story. I mean, it felt predictable. And it didn't feel... Seriously? It didn't feel like a next-gen game. Because that game came out for, you know, Xbox One. And, the PS4. And it just did not feel like next gen. You know, it felt slightly improved, enhanced graphics, as it were. You know, give that to the vicar. And we'll just sell that or break it down. Wow. Well, I'm so glad I didn't have to kill that lady. So, and then of course, well, we saw what happened with Bethesda's Fallout 76, and I wanted to see that game be a good game. I mean, I wasn't a fan of the whole games as a service model, but I was like, well, you know what? Don't judge it until, uh, you know, it, I just really need to break down some stuff here. But don't judge it until, you know, it comes out. And now I understand why they didn't do a open beta, because I had friends who told me it was just no, it was garbage and all that. And then of course anybody who remotely follows gaming knows the long tattered history of Fallout 76. What the where'd what the hell is this? It's a tube of some sort. What? I didn't. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, that said though, I really enjoyed Skyrim. In fact, I'll still return to it here and there on the PS4 because there's something about, well, I have unfinished business. I mean, I did the main story and all that. I don't think I'm gonna max, the platinum the damn thing, but it's a I don't it's a good game, to revisit. And that's a whole other video I'm gonna have to make regarding why some games you can revisit, and it just reminds you of better times, or whatever. Same thing with movies or music, but for whatever reason I find it hard to revisit some music, and because it's not, I don't want to say it was too painful. It's just, you ever feel like, it's like you hear something or you see a movie and it just reminds you that of like a time where you just felt like you were really happy. And I'm not saying, oh, now you're not happy, but it's this level of happiness or simplicity in your life that you just know you're not going to get back. And it has nothing to do with, age or youth or whatever that somebody else might approach that with. It's just something that, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You're going to get it. So, but with The Outer Worlds, it's fun. It's just fun. And I know I've said this before. So, uh, yeah, I'm going to say I hope with the next gen systems we're not dealing with loading screens. This is just weird. And I'm not trying to sound like a spoiled brat, but come on. These long loading screens. Why can't everything be like, where Batman, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, where all the stuff is loading in the background? Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's still overall a genius way of dealing with loading screens.
If you were in charge, would you keep the board around?
Decidedly not. I cannot say who would be best to run this colony, but
His
I
voice
can
sounds
say
familiar.
it is not them.
Damn right. Those very people are the ones who decided to abandon Monarch. We could have flourished under different leadership.
Well, I am not going to tell them that I kind of work for the board. Anyway, all right. So this is where I'm going to wrap up because I try to keep these videos 30 minutes or less. So, I don't know. I always say the same thing. Oh, this is Acadius, and be kind to one another. Until next time. But, well, you know the drill. All right. I'll talk to you later.